Let's look at this opening Imperium row. We have Sardaukar Legion. Very good card. Good for getting troops into your garrison. Duncan, Idaho is good. I don't love the water cost. I'm not a huge fan of this card, but with certain decks it can work. Guild Administrator is okay. Gives you guild access, which is always nice. Assassination Mission is kind of bad unless you have a way to trash it. And Gunthopter, very powerful combat card. So a lot more combat-focused cards in this opening row. And it looks like Holtzman Engine, very powerful tech. Extra card every single round and worth a point at the end if you can get some Spicemas flows going. Invasion Ships is good, expensive, but the troops are nice, and the ability is obviously nice. And Hollow Projectors. Discarded a card to draw a card. Very powerful tech. Love getting it. Archukamanda Kaz, picked by Blue. Maybe eyeing up a Assassination Mission or Guild Administrator here. Not the greatest 3-cost cards for their ring ability, but it's fine. Next up, we have Viscount Hundro Moritani. They get to start with 2 intrigue cards. A lot more people have been playing him. A lot of big fans out there. I think it has been a while. I think I'll go for the Baron here. Very powerful in the second spot, and I need some tournament practice anyway. So, and our first player will pick Duke Leto, also a very powerful character. So in general, as the Baron, you want to be picking up the guild so that you can use your Master Stroke to get 2 influence and start going interstellar shipping. The second one has been varying a lot. Most of the time it's Fremen, so you can get up to 2 with the Fremen and go to Siege Tabor. But some people have been going for Bene Gesserit or the Emperor track because it's a little bit easier to secure those alliances, so that bump means a little bit more. I'm just going to go with the standard. I do think it's nice getting some access to Siege Tabor early, and people have been going for the Fremen Alliance less and less, though. So Red will start out with their Sikh allies here. They did reveal a Dune by accident. I'd imagine this would be a... Wow, they're going for the wealth play here. This is a decent strategy because it enables the Mentat. But unfortunately for him, this is going to give me a very powerful star. I usually do not want to let me get to this point. Yellow playing Sikh allies, heading down to Still Suits, gaining a water. Common first place, setting themselves up for a great flat in the future. Always nice, and it does let them get some troops into the combat. Not the best combat. Getting second place isn't bad, though. I would be tempted to put in for that. Group Blue will play their dagger, head on up to Tech Negotiation. Maybe eyeing one of these cards in the row, and they'll discount a future tech. So Red will go Dune Desert Planet here. And wow, they'll collect the spice. Interesting. That leaves me open for another very powerful move. So they will commit some troops here. So I think I'll save up for the next conflict. And I need to keep 2 troops in my garrison so that I can deploy 4 in a single room with Hardy Warriors. And I will be drawing into a triangle next time, so I can go interstellar shipping as well, which is always nice. So I think my Signet Ring requires a Solari, so I definitely want to go somewhere that has a Solari. So smuggling it is. I get a Solari for going here, and I'll spend it. Not a bad one. I would never play it now. I need to guarantee that I get Sikh allies next turn. That would be a disaster if I drew into it by accident. This is pretty much the dream start as the Baron. I got to go full space first. I'll be able to go Hardy Warriors next round, because I'll be going first. Looks like Yellow will be playing Dune Desert Planet, and they'll head over and collect 2 spice. A lot of favorable spice plays here, and they'll put in 1 extra troop. Very weird. I guess they're trying to get second place, maybe. Or maybe they have 2 daggers in hand. I don't know. Blue will play their Signet Ring, head on over to Arakeen to draw a card. Risky play, drawing last. You could draw into a card you really don't want to here, but they'll use their Signet Ring to acquire Assassination Mission. Pretty good as Archukamanda Kaz, because then he has a much easier time trashing it. Of course, remembering that he can only trash cards that are in play in his area, so he won't be able to trash this until it comes up later. And he will sink 1 troop in here, just trying to get 2 Solari for his trouble. Red will reveal 4 buying power. And we'll take Duncan, Idaho. Interesting. So now my turn to reveal. I have 4 buying power total. So this is actually pretty tough. Guild Administrator is a great card to reveal. And the playability isn't bad either. And it gives a little faction access. The other option would be Gunthopter, obviously. But I think I just like this card more. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's optional. The discard into trash. So we'll see. And the discard doesn't really matter because you can discard and then trash the same card. So I think I'll go for it. Enable some synergies in the future. And it'll help thin out my deck and everything like that. And the reveal's nice. I'll probably just go for the reveal most of the time. Yellow will reveal 3 buying power and 1 dagger. And they'll take the Guild Administrator, revealing Guild Bankers. Absolute S tier card, very good. Didn't really talk about it in my my guide, even though I meant to. This can enable double spice turns because it makes them cost 6 total for the 3 discount. So all you have to do is get up to 12. So very powerful. I'd imagined a Monocash should just buy it here. They do have 5. They might be tempted to go for a Sardaukar Legion because they have the extra buying power, but I think it's strictly a mistake to not get Guild Bankers here. Well, actually, they have 6 because they went to tech negotiation. So maybe eyeing up Treachery here, but you just have to take the Guild Bankers here. It's such a powerful card, especially... Wow, okay, they're going to get greedy here. Hopefully, hoping that Guild Bankers is still around for the next reveal. I would not have made the same play. It's so good, especially a Mondukez who can trash the low persuasion cards out of their deck, buy a bunch of Arrakis Liaisons, and then get double spice turns over and over again. Okay, combat. I think yellow is the only one with an intrigue. You playing it? Okay, take your rewards. So yellow wins here. They got shipping and a spice. Red, this is the red marker. It's a little scuffed. Gets 3 Solari, and blue gets 2 Solari. Always nice as him. He can't afford his high council seat now because everything costs 1 less. Okay, next round. So this is a pretty self-explanatory play here. Start out with Hardy Warriors. Oh, this is a victory point combat too. So, yep, absolutely a master stroke turn. I want to win this combat. And I have a lot of daggers in hand too. So this turn really plays itself. And since I am sending in... So I do reveal both of these. Moving me up 1 more with the guild for a point. And moving me up 1 here. So I revealed that. I don't think there's anything else to do here. So I can now go interstellar shipping. And hopefully I can take down this combat.
Okay.
Yellow will play their Signet Ring.
Spend 1 spice.
And they'll spend the spice so they can go up.
Cashing out.
Oh, and they'll collect, okay. Very
Gonna
quick collect for them. They'll take the bump with the guild.
Get 2 troops. And get 5 Solari. So everyone gets a Solari.
Blue will play their own Seek Allies. And they'll just head to Still Suits here. Not a lot of competition for the fold space spot. So they'll get 1 more water, and they can they deploy 1 troop. So I'd imagine, yep, red will be playing their dagger and grabbing the high council seat. Okay, I would have thought that'd be a Mentat first, but maybe they don't have both of their daggers. Our turn. I think this is a very straightforward play. We will go interstellar shipping. And so there are some good techs here. I can't really afford them yet. And I don't want to waste time going up and down. So this enables me to get some rewards right now. Get some more troops in. Fight a little bit harder for these combats. And I will take the bump with the guild. Unfortunately, I'll only have 2 reveal. So I won't be able to get the guild bankers. But I think this is fun. Yellow will go diplomacy here. Yep, and they'll head on over. Fold space. They'll move up. So now I do have a little bit more competition for interstellar shipping. Blue will play their dagger, and they'll head over, grab the Mentat, enabling them to draw a card. A lot of card draw here. Mentat, especially good for him because he wants to be going to the green-blue triangle spaces early on. Getting an extra action makes that a little bit easier so they don't have to forfeit going to the faction spaces. So they will most likely be able to trash a card this round. Red to move. And they will play their Dune Desert Planet. See where they elect to go here. It's pretty much just to collect spice, and there's not a lot of spice out there. Yep, okay, they'll go take that back. Oh yeah, definitely play the diplomacy over that one. They can honestly just go to wealth. Secrets is never bad early either. Well, not as ideal as these other ones, but they're all the better ones already taken. And it looks like they will go to secrets, getting an intrigue card. Working on that Bene Gesserit track. No ring ability. A little surprising. You usually want to be making good use of that. They do have the spice to pay for it too. So my reveal. So This does put me up to 10 total combat power. Blue is at 2. I have 2 buy. Yeah, I'll take an Arrakis Liaison. They're not too bad early, and the extra buy is always nice. As well as the green and blue access. It's always a solid card if you can't get anything else. Yellow will reveal 3, and wow, not buying Guild Bankers here. People not respecting Guild Bankers. They do take Frederick and Death Commando. Blue to move. And they'll play their Dune Desert Planet. Is this a Great Flat? No, they'll go for the Imperial Basin just to collect 1 spice. Interesting. And they won't commit any more troops. Happy with second place here. A lot of water for 1 troop. Pretty good deal. Red will be 3 buying power. A lot of good 3-cost cards. Yeah, it's got to be Guild Bankers here. And now there are certain cards in the game you have to remember people have. Guild Bankers is one of them. We need to expect, with a lot of draw, that they can get a 2-buy turn. 5 reveal from blue. Yeah, I'd probably go Sardaukar Legion here. But there is a case to be made for some Bene Gesserit synergy. Yeah, I'd probably go Sardaukar. It's just a good card. Revealing Spice Smugglers. It is a good card. A little bit, I don't know. Guild's already been kind of worked a bit, and I'm about to acquire it, so maybe not worth going for it at this point in the game, but the Solari's always nice.
We'll come back, and second, get to water.
Quick thing. When I collected, I forgot to take the reward down here. So everyone gets 1 Solar.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't forget.
win, come back.
Okay, we do get a victory point here. Secure the Imperial Basin. And since it's an Imperial Basin spot, we do get to plant our flag. Oh. So if anyone goes here in the future, we get 1 spice. Always nice. And blue gets 2 water, so they're loaded with water now. Great value for them. Okay, makers. I'll do it now. And next round. Somebody has a treachery as well. I can't remember who it is. So that's a mistake. I should have noted who got it. Treachery is a very powerful card. I think it might have been blue, but I can't remember. Always important to remember because people can overtake your alliances with it. So it looks like yellow will go Fold Space here, and they'll head on over to Wealth, trying to save up for a Swordmaster. I think I go Interstellar Shipping if I'm yellow there, personally, but I'll be taking it now. I'll go Interstellar Shipping all day. Great value spot. Blue will play their Dune Desert Planet. And they'll collect all the beautiful spice on the Great Flat. They don't have to do it right now. No one else can compete for the water. So if they have a space they'd rather go more, they should do that first. I mean, they do play around someone having the Water of Life intrigue, or not Water of Life, whatever the intrigue is that gives you the extra water by going there. Looks like they're maybe rethinking their decision. They can't afford to go Mentai here with their 2 Solar. Nope, but they'll take the spice. I'd imagine they'd sink some troops in here. And, yep, they'll put both in. Red will play their Diplomacy. Let's see where they elect to go. Looks like they'll head on down to Still Suits. Collect some water. Oh, actually, never mind. They're going to Hardy Warriors, getting some troops in. Spending their water to do so. It is always a good idea to try and get some victory points while you can. They might be able to lock this down. See if they like to put all of them in. Our decision here. I think this is an easy Interstellar Shipping play. It's just too much value not to. And we'll be beating yellow to the punch in the future, so. Yellow will play their dagger, and they will take their Swordmaster. Always nice. I'd imagine that is why they went to Wealth previously. Blue to move, and they will play their Signet Ring here, so they can acquire a card that costs 3 or less. It looks like they'll head on up to Tech Negotiation. Oh, wow, okay. And taking Holtzman Engine here. Very powerful card, letting them start every round with a additional card. And it only cost them 4 because they had 2 discount. Revealing Shuttle Fleet, also a very good card. Great for the bumps on buy. and the Solari can add up over the course of the game as well. Red will play their Dune Desert Planet. And thinking about an Imperial Basin trip here. And they do go for it. Yep, got it. Thank you. So I probably would have went smuggling there, but maybe they wanted to get... I don't know what they were actually trying to do. So we do have Dagger versus Reconnaissance. I think we just go the Reconnaissance here. We get some troops in. There is a world where we win this combat. Blue doesn't have any moves left. Red doesn't have any moves left. Yellow hasn't put any troops in. We do have a dagger in hand. Yeah, let's go in for it. We can draw a good intrigue card as well. So I get 1 troop. We'll dump all 3 in. That will put us in first on the map for now. We get 1 intrigue card. Oh, and a great one at that. That will definitely help with this combat. We might be able to lock down 2 early combat points here. Very big. Putting us up to 6 total, with red and blue tied at 4. The red token is a little bit scuffed. Just look at the side if you want to figure out which one red is. See what yellow decides to do here. No great way for them to get a lot of troops in. They can always go to Arakeen to get 3 in. They are using up the daggers they would have gotten. So they will trash their dagger with their Frederick and Death Commando. Not a bad play. And they get a troop. Let's see how many they decide to commit here. All 3? Wow, okay. Unless they have a good intrigue, they are going to be losing this one. They do get to draw an extra card, though. I don't think they have a lot of great combat cards. Okay, blue is the one with the treachery. Good to know. So they get 2 more troops that they can deploy directly into the combat. Putting themselves up to a total of 8. And with their ability, they can trash their assassination mission. So they get 4 Solari. Red reveals 2 daggers, a water, and 4 buying power. So that puts them up to a very healthy 6. See what they decide to buy. They have 4 reveal, and they do take Bene Gesserit Initiate. They actually have 2, 4, 6 total, so they take Truesayer as well. Freighter Fleet coming up, a card I would like to get. But I'll just reveal for now. 4 buying power, 1 dagger, putting me up to 7 combat. Eking out red and blue. And I have 4 buying power. So the question is, Gunthapter versus Freighter Fleet. I do have some Freighter Fleet synergy with my card that lets me discard into trash, so I can get a lot of free shipping from this. And then my turn would basically be Arrakis Liaison into Freighter Fleet. This is a really good card. I think this is a little bit better value for me. So we'll see what comes up. Other Memory coming up. Very good card. I obviously can't afford it. Do I want Arrakis Recruiter or Arrakis Liaison? I think Liaison is going to be the play. Probably won't buy any more of these. Deck is getting a little bit thick, but I do have a source of trashing my deck, so I don't mind. I can buy a little bit more. And I think that is it for that turn. Yellow reveals 6 buying power. And they'll take the Gunthopter that I was considering, and a Smuggler's Thopter coming up. S tier card. Pretty jealous I couldn't get it myself. And they'll also take an Arrakis Liaison. Yep. Okay, yellow plays the ambush here. Putting themselves up to 10, so I can only tie right now with my Master Tactician. Okay, red will play their cannon turrets here, putting themselves up to 8, tied with blue. Okay, I'll play. Oh yeah, I'll retreat 3 troops. You guys have fun. So I think there's an argument to save this up, but retreating 3 troops is 6 future swords, so I think it is worth it in this spot. And I would be getting last place rewards or tying for second place, which would only give me 1 spice for all those troops. So I think it's worth it here. Did anybody do makers? Okay, I'll do it. Everyone grab your rewards and I'll do next round. So blue will play their diplomacy. See where they elect to go here. And it looks like they'll head on up to wealth, getting a little extra Solari, likely trying to get their Sword Master. Giving themselves one bump on the track. No one getting that 2 victory point there yet. There's a lot of spice sitting on the Haga Basin here. 4 total. Fortunately, I don't have the water to claim it. Looks like red will play their Signet Ring here. And yep, they'll collect all that beautiful spice. Another victory point combat. I'd imagine they would stick one in here. And it looks like they actually won't commit the troop. So now I have to decide, do I use my Guild Chief Administrator? I think I'd rather reveal her this turn. Get the extra shipping track. So I can go up, then down here. And I could acquire a tech that costs 5. Fortunately, I can't get Shuttle Fleet. I don't have enough for it. Where would I want to go with my diplomacy? Actually, I have to go interstellar shipping first. If I want to get my reward. Or do I save up the Solari so I can get my Swordmaster? Blue's going to beat me to the punch for the Swordmaster this round. If I go up then down, I can get Hollow Projectors. Which honestly isn't bad. I also have Shuttle Fleet, so maybe I'll just go for that. Hollow Projectors is a great card. Yeah, I'll go for that. So I'll go up, then down. I'll acquire this for 1. Revealing Disposal Factory. I get 2 troops into my garrison. A very healthy garrison here. I get 1 bump, and I will take the Alliance. Giving me enough for my Swordmaster. I could just get more Solari here. Where do I get the spice? Ugh, spice or Solari. I have enough for my Swordmaster. I would like to get enough for my High Council seat as well. I'll take the Solari. So that'll give me enough for my High Council and my Swordmaster. And I'll use my Signet Ring. Okay, great card for us. I can steal this combat right at the end. Looks like yellow will play their Signet Ring. They'll head on up to Smuggling. Unfortunate for yellow, I do go before them every single round unless they're first, so they're not going to be able to get a lot of interstellar shipping going. I mean, they still basically get an interstellar shipping, but it costs them a spice every time. Blue will play their Signet Ring, and looks like they'll head up and grab their Swordmaster. Expected play. They do have the ability to acquire a card that costs 3 or less here. And they will pass, not taking any of them. Red will play their Dagger. And they'll just head over and grab the Mentat. Always good to do as Dukeletto. It only costs 1. 1 Solari for an extra action and a card draw is very good. I think this is just a High Council. Yeah, might as well. I still have 4 left over. Well, I'll have a total of 6. But yeah, it's always good to grab this when you can. And I don't really have anything better I'd like to do. I would like to reveal my Guild Administrator. And of course, I will still have enough for my Swordmaster next turn. I think that is it for now. I can cycle a card out with my Hollow Projectors. I don't think it's worth doing that, though. I think I'll take the guaranteed... maybe I should have, actually. I'll do it next turn. It's stupid to do it next turn, but... because I forgot that I have this, so I guaranteed I have enough for the card I want to buy. Yellow will play their Dagger. They'll head on up to Tech Negotiation. Blue will play their Dune Desert Planet. And remember, we do have to remember that blue has a Treachery, so... always in the back of our heads. So, blue does reveal a Dune Desert Planet here. I'm not exactly sure where they want to go with this. They might just take the extra spice. 3 spice from here does set them up for a Highliner play. Or they might want to just do this to get some troops in. No troops committed right now. Okay, they'll go to the Imperial Basin giving us 1 spice. We've printed 2 spice from that spot now. Very good. Red to move. And they'll play their Guild Bankers. See where they elect to go here. Wow, and they will go Highliners. Wow, crazy. Okay. they will definitely lock this combat down. Unless they get greedy here. They might just get greedy, thinking no one else can put a lot of troops in. And I would be tempted to steal this combat away from them if they did. See how many they elect to commit here. They'll only put in one. What? So I actually do think it is worth cycling out a card here. So I'll use my hollow projectors. Discard this, draw one. Well, that's about the worst card. I forgot we had this in the deck. But it's fine. I still have 5 buying power, and I was planning on getting Gunthopter anyway. So now the question I have to ask is, do I Rapid Mobilization for a point here? And I think I do. I will play Rapid Mobilization. So now the question is, how greedy do we get here? I don't think red can't get into any more troops. Yellow can get into a max of 3. Hardy Warriors is open, and they do have the water for it. So that would still be 3 troops, though. I think we commit the 1 more. No one has any intrigue, so we don't have to play around intrigues. So the most I'm playing around is daggers from hand. Let's see, what does... Yeah, so their Gunthopter is in their graveyard as well as their Death Commander, so they don't have any big dagger reveals. So I think this is enough to discourage anyone, and I think committing the extra troop just to be safe here is worthwhile. I don't think red has any big daggers. I actually could get a little bit greedy here. No, I think... What am I afraid of? If yellow goes to Carthag, they're only getting 2 troops in. Max is they can get 3 of its Hardy Warriors, but even then, they'd have to withdraw. Yeah, I think I actually get greedy here. Because I don't think yellow has any way of beating me on this combat, based on all their sword cards in their deck. So, yep, I think that's fine. And then I'll reveal. So I get 1 shipping. And 5 buying power, and this will definitely be a Smuggler Stopper. Revealing Power Play, very good card. Do I want to commit the extra troop? Red has no actions left. Blue has no... Yeah, I think this is safe. I think this is fine. The absolute minimum I could commit. Yeah. This is the greedy play. But I think, unless I'm forgetting something big here, I think I'm fine. I don't think anyone has any cards that punish me here. Blue can only get in a max of 2 off of their Treachery reveal. So, yep, yellow will just play their Guild Chief Administrator. They'll head to Fold Space, chasing me on this alliance. A little bit annoying. And they will trash Dagger from their deck. Blue will reveal. So they reveal. So 2, they have to be deployed. This card, you cannot choose to save them. And they have 2 from Jessica of Arrakis. And they will trash their Dune Desert Planet. They have no intrigues behind. If they did, I would have committed a little bit more. Red will only have 3. I think they definitely should have committed more of their Highliner troops. And they will acquire Other Memory. Really good card. Cycles itself out and gives you additional value if a Bene Gesserit. Yellow reveals 2 buying power. Pretty much deciding between an Arrakis Liaison, Spice Smugglers, or Arrakis Recruiter. Oh, they'll take this Shock Trooper. Oh, I forgot they actually have 3 with Tech Negotiation. They're going very heavy combat here. Revealing Esmer Turek, that'd be great in our deck. We have a lot of discard synergies.
Blue pass.
I think everyone passes except for me because I'm the only one with a card. So, take your rewards. So we get Siege of Carthag. We get another banner down. These are some very cheap victories we're getting right now. This is huge. This is going to be tough for other people to win. Putting me up to 6. Blue gets second. They get a spice and an intrigue. And red, unfortunately, only gets 1 spice for their undercommitment. People are kind of just letting me do my own thing here, which is a little bit risky for them. So red will play their Seek Allies here. And they'll head on down to Research Station. Drawing a bunch of cards here. I do like to save up my Research Stations for when I think I can buy Spice. Maybe they think they can. Because that victory point's just so good, and you want to be flexible. But we'll see. I'd imagine they sink the 2 troops in here. They got a little bit greedy last time, and it hurt them. But no, they'll just go for the greedy 1 troop. So now we have a choice here. I think we use our Dune Desert Planet to go interstellar shipping. I would like to discard and see what we get. There's also an argument. So we can go Swordmaster next turn. So that's not an issue right now. I don't think there's any world where we're buying a Spice Must Flow this turn, even though we do have a decent number of draws. I'll save my fold space for my last move. It's never great drawing last, but I'll definitely be using my dagger, and I'd like to have this for a reveal. So yeah, we'll go Dune Desert Planet, interstellar shipping. I think this is an up then down play, just so I can shore up my alliance with the guild. I don't want to get I don't want to get greedy here. Yellow is chasing me. They made a conscious decision to take the bump here, so I need to defend it. I'll get 2 more troops. I will take the spice now. I don't need the as much Solari anymore. I have enough for my reward. I'll take the bump here. Defending from yellow. I have a lot of extra. I have 2 extra points from tracks that are just sitting there waiting for me as well. And anything else? Took my bump, took my spice. Yep, okay. Do I want to cycle a card out is the question. I don't think I want to do that yet. We'll see what I draw. Blue will play their Reconnaissance, and they'll head on up to Arakeen, gaining a troop and drawing a card. And it looks like, I'd imagine they just sink them both in. Wow, people are very stingy with their garrison troops here. I would put them in. This isn't a bad combat to win. Blue will play their Sardaukar Legion, and they'll head on up to Tech Negotiation, spending more of their spice, surprisingly, gaining Shuttle Fleet, so they get 2 bumps. And it looks like they'll go for the Bene Gesserit track and the guild, keeping in mind that they can get up to 3 with their treachery, and they get some extra troops for playing Sardaukar Legion. And they move up a victory point there. Wow, so they get 2 extra Solari every round. I don't know if it's worth it at this point in the game. You're pretty much just buying for the bumps. You're probably only going to get 4 to 6 Solari out of it. And they already have their Swordmaster, so I don't know if it's that worth, but can't hurt too bad. They have a lot of spice. I guess they want to spend it. Blue will play their Reconnaissance. They'll head on down to Siege Tabor, getting a water and a troop. Will they commit any more troops here? They will not, surprisingly. Yeah, I'll play my dagger. It's time for the Swordmaster. I think that's fine for now. There is a world where I just take... So yellow will play their Diplomacy, and they'll head on up to Wealth, getting a victory point in the process. Putting themselves up to a total of 4 victory points. We do have a pretty firm lead right now. 2 victory points from combats is always nice. Blue to move. Blue will play their Dune Desert Planet and just collect more spice. They have been loving buying techs this game, so we'll see. They can get some troops in here. I'd put the troops in. All the rewards on this track are pretty good. I wouldn't mind getting any of them. Let's see, they might. Yeah, they're thinking about getting greedy there, but they don't. Red to reveal. Okay, definitely a Spice Must Flow. At least. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they get 1 Spice Must Flow. We do have to remember that they have the potential to go off for these. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So they can get a Spice Must Flow for 6, and they do. They have 3 left over. Red is the only person without their Swordmaster at this point, and they don't have much Solari, so I don't think they'll be getting it before the game's over. I'd imagine if they're going heavy Spice Must Flow strategy, they'd probably just take the Liaison here, but they might go Recruiter. I don't know. Yep, they just take the Arrakis Liaison. So we'll reveal 5. Where do I want to go with this fold space? I need to start working on my victory points with the other tracks. So I could go Secrets. I could also just get my Mentat here, draw 2. Oh no, I can't get the Mentat, I don't have enough for it. So I have 1 action left. I do want to get this out of my deck at this point. It's been sitting around a little too long. I could just, I could also do Selective Breeding here. Really cycle through my deck. I don't think it's worthwhile doing that now. Getting my power play will help in the future as well. I will be able to reveal enough for it. But yeah, I'll play the fold space. I think I just go secrets here. Start working on my Bene Gesserit point. The issue is if I do that, I don't get any troops in this combat, and this is definitely one I could win. So do I get greedy here? And go for Carthag. It gives me a Solari as well. And it lets me put some troops in. I think I do that. So I gain the troop. Okay, I draw it anyway. So we do get corner of the market here. Very good for us. Good to deny it from other people too. I think we do put the 3 troops in. We do get a Solari. I think I already took that. So yellow will go Frederick and Death Commando up to smuggling, and I'd imagine this would be a collect here. Are they going to keep chasing me on the guild track is the question. Okay, they do. They decide to go for the Fremen, so they are giving up with me, which is nice. And they take the spice reward. Blue will play diplomacy here. See where they decide to go. Yeah, they'll just add the secrets. They'll gain an intrigue card. So do I use my holo projectors here to draw through my deck? Is there anything I'm really bummed to draw into? I don't think so. If I get something with a reveal ability, I think I'm fine with that. 2, 4, I have 6 buying power right now. And I think I'd go for power play. All else equal. What am I really cycling through my deck for, though? Well, cycling through my deck does get me closer to the power play reshuffle when I reveal, so I think I will do it. Although you should really be using holo projectors early, so you know what you get. I've made this mistake twice now. I get my diplomacy, that's fine. Not a huge deal. That would have been one of the lower cards I wanted to reveal, but I wanted to draw, but who cares? So 6 buying power. And I will take power play here. Revealing Web of Power. Really good high value card. Wow, yellow reveals 1,000,000 troops, and they can put 1 in with
one
this.
Out. That's 2 plus 5, 7.
So they do go.
3, 10.
Yeah, wow, a lot of source from hand. We need to remember this as well. Great value for them.
Okay,
And I got.
This is the first time I see this card being used.
Yeah, this is an interesting card. I almost never buy it because I hate that it doesn't have any access anywhere. But plays like this are always so cool. Seeing it done live. Okay, they'll just take an Arrakis Liaison with their 3 buying power. Ton of swords here. So blue will reveal a Treachery, so they get even more troops into this. And they'll buy Web of Power. Really good card. They've pretty much just been using this for their reveal ability every time. So it looks like we'll only be getting 3rd place, which actually isn't a bad reward, all in all. Okay, looks like everybody has revealed right. So combat starting with me. I will pass. Yellow doesn't have any. Blue. Okay, take your rewards. So we get to choose intrigue or water here. And I think I would like to get some water going. Although intrigues, yeah, because I have plenty of access to intrigues, although unfortunately I do waste my signet ring value. I think I go for the water. Water's been kind of hard to come by, and it's helped set up for a future research station to buy some Spiceman's Flows. Oh, baby. Smuggler stopped there. Love to see it. Still haven't drawn into any of my... I have 2 cards that reveal for a pretty nice reward. And I will be able to draw into them. So yeah, I think this is a pretty easy turn. Do I want to holo projectors first? So this is the combat for Solari. Kind of useless to us now. We have all of our Solari rewards, so we won't be fighting too hard for this one. We really want to set up for the combat 3 coming next turn. So, with that said, we'll go Smuggler Stop there. We might be able to get a Spiceman's Flow here. Go here. Go 2 up on the track. And we get to draw 2 cards. Here, this is what we're talking about. So now, we do have an interesting scenario. Would we want any of these card texts? I don't think so. So I'm not too worried about going up then down. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I do have enough for the buy. Fortunately, Yellow has not been able to get any value out of this. They'll be able to go to interstellar shipping next turn because they'll be the first player. But that's why it's really important to remember, with me as the Baron going second place, I'm almost guaranteed to get this early on. So 100 more Tawny is going to lose a ton of value because they'll pretty much never, they'll only be able to go here like once or twice in the entire game. It looks like they will elect to go to smuggling though, and they'll use their signet ring to do so they can go up then down. Taking wind traps, getting some water, setting up for a research station here, I'd imagine. Revealing spaceport. Not a terrible tech. Not a huge fan, a little bit overpriced for my liking, but
in Bene Gesserit. And 2 spice.
And they do take the spice reward. Blue eyeing up the techs here. Maybe they'll buy another one. They've been using all of their spice to buy techs. I don't think it's worthwhile. Looks like they might be going back too. Kind of crazy. Okay, it looks like they'll play Sardaukar Legion. They'll head over to the Mentat, draw a card, get an extra action. I think that's a great move. Better than buying a tech here. I think they need to stop buying techs and they need to start using this for Conspires or Highliners. They need to win some combats here. Not necessarily this combat, but future combats. It looks like Red will play their Signet Ring. And head on down to Siege Tabor, getting their second water, setting up for a research station. And let's see where they decide to take the bump. They can only take it with the Emperor track or the Guild track, and they do get a point for both of them. Okay, looks like they elect not to use their okay, they will use the ring. See where they decide to go up. Okay, and they'll take the point with the Guild. Perfectly fine. We'll give them the victory point. So now, we do have enough for a Spice and Slow. I can hollow projectors out my freighter fleet to get the value there. So I think I should just do that now and collect. This is, of course, better if I also get to draw a card. If I go to a combat space, I mean. Actually, it doesn't matter, because I don't really care about this reward that much. I really want to set up for next turn. So where would I want to go otherwise? I think Reconnaissance is still the play.
I forgot to put in 2 troops with the Legion.
No problem. Okay, I'll start out using my hollow projectors. Okay, revealing Guild Chief Administrator. And I will, I'll collect. Take the spice. And I do get a bump here. So I take the bump here or here. I think taking the bump, I think there is a chance I go selective breeding in the future, and I think this game could end pretty soon, so I'll go here. And I still haven't actually made my move yet. I think I took all the rewards I need from that. So where do I want to go? How much buying power do I have? I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can spend 1 action here. I would like to use my... I could get a troop in. I think I want to reveal this. So Reconnaissance would be the play. And I think I wouldn't mind cycling through my deck. Because in this scenario, since I'm buying a Spice with Flow, I want to shuffle and then go. So yeah, I'll go for that. And I think it's worth throwing in a troop. All the Sly rewards are fine. And I get my freighter fleet back. Very interesting. I'll just throw in 1 for the value. And I can still buy my stuff. I'm going to get 2 shipping on reveal here. Very nice. Yellow will play their fold space. And they'll head on over to collect their High Council seat. We do want to try and get to 2 Spice Must Flows this game. Wow, okay, so Blue will officially play their Treachery. See where they elect to go here. And they will go... Wow, Hardy Warriors. Okay, so they'll be getting a ton of troops. So the 2 that they get from this has to be committed. So those are already in. So they move up to 3, 1 away. And they choose only to commit 2 here. I think that's fine. This isn't the best reward at this stage in the game. Red will play their Bene Gesserit Initiate. And they will head to Research Station here. Possibly seeking to get a double spice turn. I don't think there's any world where I get the second point from this. I think Red will be beating me on Spice Missile for sure. You accidentally drew an Intrigue card. I think you played this last round and just forgot to get it. So you have 1 more card to draw. So now we have to decide, do we play a card here? Or do we just reveal? I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 total reveal. So not a whole lot of value in playing anything else. I'll save my Bindu Suspension for next turn. I could just play the dagger here, get a discount on the tech just in case that ends up mattering. The extra action doesn't do anything for me. Hey, you know what? Getting the extra, this could end up mattering. So I'll just do it. The future discount could make a big deal. Maybe a victory point thing comes up. It's better to get an effective 1 spice for this than to just get the sword when I'm already finishing in last anyway. And if yellow decides to commit any number of troops here, I'm losing. I do have my diplomacy left in my deck, so I can go Highlanders next turn for this conflict 3. Get a ton of troops in. Yellow will play their Dune Desert Planet. They'll head over here. I get 1 spice. For people thinking like, oh, just play Guild Chief Administrator, you get to trash this and then do it. I know. I just think it's not worth using my Bindu Suspension to possibly draw into an extra. So blue will play Guild Authorization to move up and get 1 point with the guild. And they will also play their Web of Power, so they get a lot of rewards here. They have, because I think they have 2 with every one of these. No, not with the Bene Gesserit. But that doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, they get 2 Solari, a card, and a water. Really good. So they don't have the victory points from the Holtzman engine yet. They're going to need to buy some Spice Mist Flows. So blue reveals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just not enough for the spice. That's a tragedy, honestly. Does put them up a decent number of swords, so they will maybe get the first place here. Not that I think it matters too much, but I think instead of playing Bene Gesserit, maybe you just play the dagger, go to Tech Negotiation, get the guaranteed point there. They will take Fremen Camp. Going a little bit heavier into a combat strategy towards the end here. They'll be pretty far away from drawing into these cards. They would have to cycle through. I don't think it's worth thickening up your deck because you want to be drawing into your guild bankers, but they will buy a bunch of cards. So I get 2 shipping, and I'll take a spice.
Damn.
Yellow will reveal 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 buying power. And they'll quickly take Sardaukar Legion. It is a good card. I don't know if it'll be fantastic going into this endgame, but we'll see. Blue to play. Conflict 3 is coming up, and we do have enough for our Highliners, so this should be a spicy finish. Blue will play Glimpse the Path, paying 1 spice to gain a water and draw a card. Really trying to get the Spice Mist flow going here. They do have their entire deck now, because they've been trashing so many cards. They will play a Diplomacy. And where do you really go with this at this stage in the game? I mean, you could go Still Suits, just get your victory point for the Alliance, and it looks like that might be what they end up doing. And they will go there. The issue is they've been trashing so many cards that, like, even going Research Station, you'll draw your entire deck pretty quickly, but you can't really do anything with it. It looks like they'll head up here and just position themselves to get the point up here. And let's see, what does blue reveal here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Play any intrigue cards?
Let's let blue buy first if they want to.
Oh yeah.
7. 5. Mother.
So blue will take Siege Reverend Mother. Good card.
Oh, no liaison. Fuck me.
And there are no liaisons left. So and they just have...
I guess 7.
They have no Fremen cards in their entire deck. We're looking at the entire thing right now. So Actually, a really bad buy considering their current situation, but they do pick a Desert Ambush just to help put some more Fremen synergies in. Revealing 2 Shifting Allegiances. Very, very powerful card. A little bit late in the game, though. I don't think a lot of people will be getting value out of these. Okay, now combat. Starting with me. I'll pass, and blue. Okay, take your rewards. So we get 3rd place, so we just get 2 Solar. Probably won't end up mattering much, but it's good for getting Mentat, good for enabling my ring, so I don't mind paying the 1 troop for the 2 Solar there. A lot of spice building up on the Haga Basin. Okay, now I'm hitting next round.
Yep.
Okay.
So everybody has access to interstellar shipping now. Might not be worth it at this stage of the game. Revealing economic supremacy. Good tech, if you can afford it. Yellow will play Arrakis Liaison. And head over to Research Station. Paying 2 water, drawing a bunch of cards. Likely trying to get a Spice Must Flow here. Yeah, they'll start sinking the troops in. This is a good one to win. 2nd place giving a victory point as well is huge. Blue will play their Signet Ring, and they'll head on up. Grab the Mentat, draw a card. Getting the Mentat here, especially with such a high combat power thing, you can get a lot of troops in, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Will they acquire a card? Doesn't look like it. I would be tempted to acquire a card as them just because they have such a thin deck. I'd probably pick up the Shifting Allegiances if I were them. It does have the 2 reveal as well, which helps them out. Okay, and Red will play their Seek Allies here. And they'll just take the wealth. Maybe setting up for, I don't know. They just want their point, I guess. Which is fine. We're getting closer to the end. They need to start collecting those. So, I think we use our hollow projectors here. Get rid of this dagger. See what we get. We get a Dune Desert Planet. I think selective breeding is in our future. But we won't do it right now. We want to go interstellar shipping and just get the full value there. What tech would we want, if any? We could go Spaceport. Draw 2 cards. Disposal Facility might not actually be bad either, because we do have some trash synergies. But I definitely think we go to interstellar shipping. We have 3 actions left, so we don't want to use up... I think it would be worth just using up our Dune Desert Planet to go there. We can use our Signet Ring for our other ability. So yeah, we'll go shipping here. Go up, then down. So I can't get any of these techs. I think it might just be worth going for the Spaceport here, just for the card draw this turn. Enabling me to buy another Spice Must Flow, also enabling Corner of the Market. Yeah, I think we do it. So we'll take Spaceport. So that'll cost us a total of... So we have the token here, so that'll cost, and we get the 2 discount, so it'll only cost us 1, right? Or no? It'll cost us 2. Yeah. Let's see what we draw. Okay. So we get 2 troops. We do get a bump. And then we'll take it with the Bene Gesserit. Putting us up to 8. And we'll take the spice. Okay, looks like Yellow will go Highliners here. Challenge me for my alliance as well. Get a bunch of troops in. They don't have any intrigue cards, so we shouldn't be too worried about them taking the alliance away this turn. Yeah, they'll just dump them all in. Basically nullifying one of these victory points. So they will have to get 1 more Solari if they want to buy the 2nd victory point. I think people need to realize that this game is ending very soon, so they just need to pick up as many victory points as they can. Blue will play their Diplomacy. They'll head on over to Hardy Warriors, securing a victory point for themselves for the Alliance. And I'd imagine just dumping these in. They should be trying to deny me the 2nd place victory point here for sure. And I'm honestly not even going for the victory here. If no one denies selective breeding from me, I'm going to have a very powerful turn. And doesn't look like anyone will. Red will go to Dune Desert Planet. And yep, they'll just collect all the spice sitting here. Very tempting. I mean, decent for tiebreakers, I guess. I just don't know how much value they're going to get out of it before the end of the game. Looks like they'll just drop a couple of troops in here. Why not? So now we can use our power play here and hopefully enable us to get enough for a Spiceman's Flow as well. Do I play Bindu Suspension here? Yeah, we'll go. How much? So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buying power right now. So we definitely need to draw. So yeah, we'll go for this first. We want the victory point for the Alliance anyway. So that's 2 spice. We get to trash a card. So it does give us the victory point here. We do get the intrigue card for moving up here. Wow, okay. I mean, it won't do a ton for us, but yeah, this is actually not that good. So we get to trash a card. I think we just trash. We trash our Dune Desert Planet here. Yeah, we'll just trash the Dune Desert Planet. We already played it. We get to draw 2 cards. Yep, that should be good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, exactly enough. Yellow will go Dune Desert Planet, head over, collect some spice. Not really doing much with their last turn. Blue will play their Web of Power. Head on over to Secrets, grab 1 more victory point. Just try to get as many as they can before this game ends. They know it's ending now. Web of Power giving them a bunch of extra resources, which won't do them much good at this stage of the game. Blue, yeah, red with the reveal, 2, 4, 6. So they can't get the Spiceman's Flow here. Important because it does deny me 1 victory point for a corner of the market. Because I would have had the most if they didn't buy 1 there. Since this is the last turn, I think we just play this now. We have to draw a card. It's a dagger, which is pretty much useless for us. So unfortunately, I was hoping this would be something with a little bit of persuasion so that we could play one of our 1 persuasion cards, but we didn't get to draw into that. We can pretty much only play our freighter fleet. We don't really need the reveal for that anyway, because we're already at the bottom. So we can play our dagger, or we can go to a triangle space. I think we just take the 2 spice for tie-breaking purposes. Call it a day. We'll just throw the troops in. Why not? It's the last turn. Unless someone can take an alliance from me, but I don't think they can. And that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Still in a good spot here. Yellow will reveal 1,000,000 daggers. Actually, they don't get the bonus from this because they didn't send a troop over here. But they do get 5 extra, putting themselves up to 23. So they are 1 short, unfortunately, of getting a Spiceman's Flow for themselves. So only have the 1 point. I forgot they actually went to the Great Flat to be able to afford the point from this, so they will be able to buy 2 points. Unfortunately, not able to get the Solari they need for the 3. Blue will reveal 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so they can afford the Spiceman's Flow, putting themselves up to 7 victory points. My turn. So we get 1 spice for the Spiceman's Flow. We have 1 dagger. And that is enough for the Spiceman's Flow. Bringing us up to 10 victory points, putting us into the end game after this round. Okay, I think everybody revealed. And yellow doesn't have any. Blue, any any intrigue cards. Okay. So take your rewards. So yellow can buy 2 victory points here, putting themselves up to 7. And blue will go up to 8. They do have Grand Conspiracy. I don't think they met the conditions for any of them, though. Yeah, they don't even have the seal in the High Council seat. I have Corner of the Market, so I get 1 more.
How do you have so much?
I know, that was a quick one. That was nice.
I guess I understand now why people hate Baron.
Yeah, Baron very strong, especially second position like that. It's nuts. Yeah, I think this just really illustrates how powerful the Baron can be in second position. I got to go to Interstellar Shipping 1,000,000 times. I got so much value. I got to print victory points, and then people weren't really competing for the good cards. Getting power play for an extra point is huge.